This is Full Coverage with your host,
Manny MUA.
Laura Lee, and we have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous guest today.
Hey guys, I'm Eryns.
Y'all know the tea.
Y'all know the tea.
This is my niece. If you guys didn't know who this is, which you probably do, but this is my niece, Eyrn, and today she wanted to come by because she's out of school right now and give us some story times from college.
I
Yes.
love it.
I love it.
I'm so glad you're back.
I'm so glad to be back. I'm back for the summer and I'm so excited to be back. I'm excited to be here and to share some crazy, silly little stories with you guys today.
Like college life, like, you know, when we go back thinking about college time, that was a wild time.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago, when I was like 21 years old, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
When I was like a junior in college, like things got spooky for me for a second.
College is nothing like what I expected it to be. No one could have prepared me for it.
Yeah.
Really, like, you hear all about it, the crazy stories, like what these kids are doing, how they live, and the things they go through, and you're just like, that's crazy, but that's not going to be me.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on Euphoria.
It's
college.
somehow crazy. It seems like you can't avoid it. Like, you can't avoid being the broke college girl and like all the guys, all the drama, and then all the friends you make, the friends you lose, all that. Like, it's just a lot.
I love that for you.
It's a lot.
It's good for you.
It's good to
good
experience those things.
It's
It really is.
character development, babe.
It's for your book one day.
Yes.
It's gonna be for, it's for the plot of the storyline for you.
The crazy, silly little plot. I don't think we need this plot, though.
It's part of the plot. It is okay.
Well,
I'm
we
so
need
glad
to
to have
get
you back.
past this.
Yes.
Let's get
Next chapter.
next chapter.
Next
over
year
it.
is going to be even better. I can tell.
I'm gonna make it better. So yeah, babe, because this is not gonna be another year of
Yeah.
what happened. I won't let that happen.
Good girl.
I'm proud of you. You just have to learn. You just got to grow. Like, it is what it is. Like, you do 1 year, you like, okay, like, this is what it was like. I'm not really a fan of how it went this way, and then you get to change that moving forward.
Yeah, I know what I want to do in order to change. Like, it's gonna take a lot from me mentally
That's
and
good.
stuff, but I'm
You'll
gonna be
get
able
there.
to do it. I'm gonna be able
You'll
to
get
do it.
there.
I'll get there. I'm working on it. I'm trying to work on myself this summer as well. So just to prepare myself for the next year to come.
College isn't like a place you go to be like complacent either. It's like something that you go to like try to make things happen. Like,
Yeah.
you're literally actively paying for school. In high school, you kind of like, I just have to go with emotions.
Exactly.
But college, you're like, damn, baby, I'm paying
It's
to
a
be here.
decision.
It's a decision. So you have to like be more consciously
Like
aware of what
each
you're
class,
doing.
each class you skip, you're wasting your money.
You're wasting your money.
You're all
You're
money.
literally wasting your money to sleep in and go do God knows what.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it does make enough sense. It's like, this is not something I could just waste my time and be like, I'm just doing it for Laura and Tyler. Like, no.
You're doing it for you.
You're doing it for you.
I'm spending a lot of money to go to school. It's time to
Buckle down.
let's get on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage.
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun.
ZocDoc has quality doctors that focus on you and listen and prioritize your care. Go to ZocDoc.com/full and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/full. ZocDoc.com/full. Well, we start every episode with peaks and pits. So,
sure
who
do.
wants to go first?
My peak is quick. It's just the fact that we are in Pride Month. It's Pride. And I just always feel slightly more alive during Pride Month.
As you should.
I just feel a little
As
bit
you should.
more kick in my step, because it is
Yeah.
nice to like,
Pepping
I got some
yourself.
comments that were like, because I had like just shared like things that were like, Pride and celebrating Pride and, celebrating who you are, because the reason I like to celebrate Pride is because for a long time I wasn't proud of myself.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Pride is a thing, because you grow up in a heteronormative society like I did, or grow up really, really religious like I did. And so you're so oppressed for so long that's why the idea of like, oh, this gay pride, any kind of pride that you might have in yourself is like, oh, I'm finally able to be me and be proud of it.
Right.
So people like, because they DM me, they're like, well, why isn't straight pride a thing? And it's like, I understand. So, 12 months out of the year, that's straight pride.
Right.
That's like kind of the whole point is that like
11 months out of the year.
11 months out of the year, like
Yeah.
there's so much to,
that's funny.
when you're growing up in that kind of society, like it's kind of built for straight people.
Right.
So when you're like, oh, okay, like there's like a month that you can like really focus and hone in on like celebrating who you are at its core, when other times it might not be that.
Correct. Yes.
So that's kind of why there's no like straight pride, because straight pride is like all the time.
11 months. Well, the point in having like Black History Month,
Yes.
Pride, and like these specific moments is for the oppressed and for the minorities who, again, we shine light on like look at all the TVs and movies
Everything.
and just billboards and everything that straight people, of course. And it's like Pride is just that little glimmer, that little moment to shine a spotlight on the LGBTQ and A community.
Absolutely. And it's just nice. Like there's times of me that are like, oh, I love that it's like pride. And there's times that I'm like, oh, I just see so much like corporate greed and like the idea of it. But it's like, I'm always the type of girl that's like, baby, I'm gonna get in my bag though.
Yeah.
You should collect the bag.
And baby, I'm gonna collect my bag.
As you should.
This is how you're supporting yourself.
This is how I'm supporting myself. Right? I'm proud of myself.
Exactly.
It's Pride Month. Give him $100 right now. Everybody give me $100.
But I'm just excited that it's Pride, and I just feel a little bit more alive.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love your peak.
These are my allies right here.
Yep.
We have allies.
And there's one back here.
And this one right here too. Ally. Times like this.
It was actually very, very, very endearing moment. Speaking of Pride, because we went out this weekend to a baseball game and some of our gay friends were with us. And one of our gay friends, James, like Tyler is such an ally, but Tyler's like straight boy. So it's really cool to see an ally that's like a super hetero man. You know what I mean? Because oftentimes there's that toxic masculinity built 100%. In there. And Ty don't give a fuck who you are, really. He's down to hang out. Even Ty has some best friends in the whole wide world that are gay. His best friend from college came out gay. Some of his golf buddies that are with all the straight guys, he's got a couple gay guys in there. Ty loves it. He's a true ally. And anyways, we were in the car. And James, our gay friends, jumped in and because we were going to drop them off at their car. And James was like, I just want to say, it really means a lot to me that, you're an ally, because, James hasn't lived in LA his whole life. He lived in Paris for 9 years. He's lived around the world. He has experienced
hard times, And so, he really preaches on it. Also, he ran into RuPaul. He was telling me recently at the airport.
Oh my God.
Literally insane.
That's insane.
And he came up to him and he told him, seriously, all that you've done is changed our lives.
Yeah.
And so James is really big on it. So I just thought it was so special. And it's just good to remember what a big deal it is to be an ally.
The gag too is that you guys came from the South, and sometimes it's not, in the South, there's this Southern thing where it's it's not accepted to be gay in a lot of places in the South. So the fact that we're best friends, and I honestly consider Tyler one of my best friends as well.
Truly.
So for you guys to be so open with me and so caring and kind of welcome me in open arms immediately without any judgment of me, it meant a lot. Oh my God, I want to get emotional about it.
I know.
I don't want to get emotional. I do feel it does mean a lot to me, because it's not always been that for me.
Right.
And I've had friends that, in high school that just completely left me in the dust because they found out I was gay and
And I'm sure in many areas of your life, you've ran into people you were close with until they find out your true self. And then it's abandonment.
And it's abandonment. I've had a lot of abandonment issues when I was younger when it comes to stuff like that. So when you meet people that love you for who you are, you hold on.
Yeah.
You fight for that shit because it means so much. And it's you guys are not only my friends, you're chosen family to me. You guys, I choose because I love you guys so much. I want you guys to be in my life forever.
And I always tell Manny, I'm no matter where you want to go, what you want to do. If tomorrow you're I'm trans. I always say, we got a long journey to go.
We're gonna get there.
I am going to be with you on the journey. Whatever it may be, because who you are as a person matters to me. And even if you were straight tomorrow, not that you would be, I'm just saying I would still love you just as much, because to me, a gay best friend is not an accessory for me.
Yes.
I love you
There's
for
so much
you.
more.
Yeah, so much more to it than that. But also being from Alabama and having gay best friends I'm proud that I'm from Alabama, and I've been told by everybody and their mom to push that down and
Seriously.
don't be so proud of it. But I am proud of it because I feel like if there are people in Alabama that see me act the way I act and have friends that I have and vote the way I vote and do the shit I do and make the money I make and leave Alabama, they can do it too. And so like that makes me proud to be from Alabama and that's why I announce all the time that I'm from Alabama, because I hope that closed-minded people from Alabama see me and maybe want to be like me and open their hearts. You know what I mean?
And you made it out of it. Like there's like the idea of also making it out of your town. Like you were able to do that. You made it out of a situation that could have been tougher and like hard for you.
Yeah, you can accept anyone and everyone in your life. You can be friends with anything and everything. You don't have to live under the judgment of people in Alabama. And you don't have to live by their rules, and you can have any career you want. You can make them any type of money, and you are smart. Like
exactly.
You know, so that's what makes me proud from being from Alabama for because of who I am today.
Exactly. What you
and how
turned
much
it
I've
into.
grown. Exactly. And so I hope that inspires other people from the South to do the same.
Me too.
Well, what's your peak?
I didn't mean to go like emotional, but it was just like, it's just like something I was thinking about. You
Also,
know?
I think that's a really beautiful conversation to have because it is Pride Month.
Yeah.
Let it be known.
Yeah.
You know,
It's funny because I don't like talk to Laura and Tyler about that stuff. Like I'm not like, hey, I just wanna let you know, like I'm so happy that you're an ally of mine, because sometimes I don't think about it because you guys don't treat me like I'm just a gay.
We also don't even think about being
Like,
an ally. Honestly,
that's not like
you're not Manny, Laura's gay best friend.
Exactly. I'm like,
you're
I'm just Manny.
Laura's
Exactly.
best
So I don't
friend.
think about it, but when you actually put it into context and you say it out loud, you're like, no, you guys have been allies without even trying to be. That's the cool part. You're not doing like this corporate, like, you know, just playing it up. Like, look at my rainbow. Like, it's not that. You know,
also, I think
action.
this is just a month for everyone to celebrate. Like,
everyone.
whether you're gay or not, but, you know, it's to celebrate.
It's about being happy. Like,
being
it really
happy,
is
showing love for the ones around you and around the world. And I think it's important to have a conversation like that and to let those emotions out.
Yes.
Everyone needs to hear it. You need to feel it.
Wow, you sound like me talking to you now.
Oh my God, seriously? I'm like, who are you?
Well,
it's giving growth. It's giving iconic.
You see, if Laura wasn't my aunt, she would just be like the most perfect therapist. But it's because we are related. That's when I get like the little...
Of course. I get the same thing with my
I don't want to
parents.
listen to you. And I'm like...
I'm trying, Laura.
I know.
Yes.
I give her honest, good advice, I feel like.
Anytime, like, I genuinely do like get upset with Laura and I'm just like, oh my God, would you please just stop? But then it'll be like a couple weeks later and I'm like, oh.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
What she said.
Like, damn, she's right.
And I'm always
God
like,
damn, she's right.
God, like I want to be so upset, but I now just like anytime I get upset, I'm just like, you're upset because she's right.
Right.
You're upset because you're
Like, the
wrong
ego
and
is
you need to
bruised.
change
Your
and you
ego
don't
is
want to
bruised.
change.
That's why you're upset.
Yes. When you are humbled, it is embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but it's just it's humbling.
It's a, yeah, it's
Being humble is humbling. And it is
being humble is humbling.
That's the quote of the day.
That's the quote of the day.
being humble.
The title of today's video.
It's
Being
humbling.
humble is
It's
humbling.
humbling.
Yes, and it's annoying. It's annoying, but
is.
then you
It
appreciate
is.
it afterwards.
Exactly.
Good.
But yeah, no, Laura's words are slowly making their way into my
Yeah,
brain.
it's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn, but
I
it's
really
getting
wish
there.
it would just hit straight away, but it is slowly
You gotta-
just
you
It's always
gotta-
like that.
in.
You
It's
gotta
always
learn
like
it for
that.
yourself. I can tell you, and then you go out there and you experience it, and then you believe me.
Yes.
And
that's
sometimes when, like,
okay.
let's say, like, Laura
That's
plants a
okay.
seed,
Yeah.
and your friend tells you something, you're like, oh, Laura said that too. And then
Yeah.
it just kind of snowballs into it.
Yeah.
It's the same with my parents. Like, my parents will tell me something, I'm like, no.
Like,
But then, like, let's say
no.
Laura tells me that, and I'm like,
Oh,
I said that too. That might be correct. You
I
know,
know.
it's like you start to become like a seed is planted.
I know. And I am now starting to realize, I hate that I'm saying starting, but it's the truth, that I need to listen to Laura. And I wish I would just listen straight away, but
God.
I'm sadly the person who needs to fall a couple times.
And that's
We have to
fine.
experience.
Fell,
You have
and
to
then
experience
it. Yeah.
and then listen to what I've been
That's
told.
fine. At least I feel like I did my due diligence
You
in
did.
telling you and being honest.
Yes, I need your honesty.
And then you can take that and do what you need to do with it.
Exactly.
You know?
You gave
Yeah.
it your piece.
You know?
Oh.
Well, my peak is I just got back from Cabo on a 4-day binger.
A binger.
A binger, which is also my pit because the recovery time was just, what's crazy is people were like, how hungover did you get on the trip? And I was like, actually, I didn't get that hungover because we just drank straight tequila, no mixed drinks. Turn the bottle up, baby, with a lime, a water, whatever as the chaser, but no mixed
Which
drink.
I didn't know that was a thing, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you get fucked up from like the mixedness
sugar
of it and the sugar and all that stuff. I thought it was like just the alcohol thing.
Nope. It's the alcohol with all that sugar and drinks will make you vomit and nauseated and feel like crap. But just drinking the pure liquor, baby, you'll come back to life like that. But it's just like the no sleep, staying out, partying, using all your energy, being social for 4 days. When I came home, my pit, I guess you could say, I just like
being dead
on earth.
Crashed.
And it's crazy because, you know, we had the whole week, me and Ty, because he went on Sebastian's trip, we're like dead. And so we were just exhausted. Like we could barely function. Like Dr. Pepper couldn't even bring me back to life.
Baby, nothing was bringing you back.
My body was just tired.
It
We were
needed
just
rest.
tired.
Yeah.
And so we rested the whole week. But by Friday, Ty's like, let's go to Dodgers-Yankees game. And then we're going to go out after. And I was like, Ty, it feels a little early to
You're
go
like,
out.
it's been a few days.
Girl,
Yeah.
it's been 4 days. We've been home. I don't know when you go out. He was like, we're just going to bump out. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So, because he had already bought the tickets. So we went out and I had 2 beers. And that's it. And for me, that ain't nothing. Okay?
Yeah, that's chill. It's
Yeah.
very chill.
Very
you
chill
drink beer, like,
night.
you know the vibes.
chill vibes.
Exactly. And then I went home. I was in bed by midnight. Tell me, and Ty, same.
Lovely.
So tell me by that Saturday, we were unable to move our bodies. Like
Wait, why? Wait,
could
Laura, I
not
remember you
get
sent me the
off.
photo of you guys. You were like, why are we
It was like
bedridden
4
on the couch?
o'clock and I couldn't get off. Like I couldn't move my body. Like we were ill. And me
From
and
2
Ty,
beers?
yeah, me and Ty were both like, we overdid it. We should have stayed
You felt
home.
it. Yeah, you had like, you're like, you know what? We
And
needed the extra day of rest.
That's your 30s.
That's
Your 30s. Because when I was 20, girl, give me
every
a day. Give me half a day. And by the next night,
Boom.
let's go. Let's go. I need like half a day to recoup. And now it's like a fucking week. Granted,
Well,
I did go on a 4-day binge.
I was going to say, that was like,
Yeah.
that's different. I think one night of drinking would not make you need 4 days.
And it was 13 girls.
There
So
you
it
go.
wasn't like
a lot of,
3 of us went on a trip. It was 13.
Girl, it was a party. It was the
it was
party.
a party.
It was really fun. It looked fun.
It was so much fun.
all the
And
videos
amazing.
you showed me. They're
The
insane.
videos?
It's insane.
That I have seen. have
my
been
favorite thing is like everybody's like, wow, you guys went crazy, and I'm like, damn, you guys haven't even seen half of it. You guys
You haven't
haven't
seen the
even
things that
seen
cannot be
half
seen.
of it.
They are hilarious. I'll just tell you guys that. It's so funny to watch. These girls are just so funny. They have the biggest personality. So all of them together.
Ooh.
I wish I could just like sit back and watch
fly
all
on the
you
wall.
guys. Yes.
Me and
Let's
Erin
be a
were there. We'd be
firewall.
over here, like just watching, be like,
Let me even just be.
Yeah, we
I'd
know
be
exactly.
like,
There were no bystanders in that group.
Oh, no,
Every
there's, like,
single
boom.
person participated at the fullest extent because Karen, I guess, just attracts some loud ass, funny, silly,
Yeah.
goofy, good time bitches.
I love it.
And
That's a good group to have.
it's really cool because, like, in a group, I guess I am older now, but in a group of 13, you would think there'd be drama and beef.
Totally.
Nope. All of us chilling.
Okay, also, like, the
Yeah.
olderness helps, I
and
think.
that's what I was thinking.
maturity.
if it was a
does
bunch of
add
like
a layer.
21-year-olds, baby,
Ooh.
13
Diva-licious
girls
diva.
on
You know,
a
it'd be
4-day
a
trip.
wreck.
No.
the whole trip.
Laura, the documentary.
That would be me. That would have been swinging, but
That would be you.
it was just a good time, and I have so much respect for every single girl that went. Like, it's so cool because every single girl is doing their own thing, has their own career, like such a boss ass, badass bitch.
Yes.
Love
So it's
to
like,
see it.
yeah, it's like cool to party with those girls.
When you have things going on.
I always get asked too, so I'm just gonna bring it up on the podcast. So many people are like, does it feel weird that you're the only one who doesn't speak Spanish? And I'm like, not at all.
I'm glad you don't feel weird about that.
I don't even
Sounds like you
care.
should.
Actually, there's 3 of us that don't speak Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So, but even if I was the only one, still don't
I don't
care.
speak Spanish.
Exactly.
I'm Mexican, like, I don't speak
exactly. Like, you're not gonna. That's not like you're not gonna flip back and forth.
No.
And don't even care. And honestly, with Spanish, like, I've just been around it enough. So have you. Like, if they're giving a speech, I can 100% tell you what they said.
You like, you can get by.
I can figure it out 100%. But now if you ask me like a direct question in Spanish, I literally would look at Ale or somebody and they would just tell me what they said.
What'd they say?
I said, I know what gringa means though.
Yeah.
I said, so if I hear that one,
I know it's about
that
me.
one. I know that one's me. I'm like, here.
President.
But as the honorary Latina.
Yes. No, honestly, the thing is too, like, Laura, to me, truly passes as a Latina. I'm not kidding. Like whenever she comes back from Florida and she's the most tan possible with the dark hair, I'm like, Laura, you're Latina to me.
Yep.
Like you are giving Selena Quintanilla.
Maybe I need to do a 23andMe after all.
Well, I think it's giving 23andMe because like the way like your body absorbs sun so well, you can like actually tan really nicely. The dark hair, the dark brows, brown eyes. Ooh. It's giving Latin X. It's Latinx.
I sure do love tequila.
And you love tequila.
I sure do love. That's my only liquor I drink is tequila.
I just love it because you're such an honorary Latina.
I'm invited to the carne asada.
Yeah, you are invited to the carne asada. Exactly.
Yep.
I love it.
Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. Thousands of medical professionals on ZocDoc are there to help you. They listen like a friend and give you expert care that you need.
Cool thing about ZocDoc is that basically you guys can go to the website and find patient-reviewed doctors and read the reviews about who they are, what they're about when it comes to literally any category on the body, which I think is so fascinating and so cool because we read reviews on so many things, but we don't really ever read reviews on our doctors. So the fact that ZocDoc has something like that is so freaking cool.
ZocDoc has quality doctors that focus on you and listen and prioritize your care. Also, again, as Manny was saying, we read reviews on restaurants, anything and everything, but the most important thing we should be reading reviews on is our doctors. You can also find one within your insurance and book the appointment on the app. So it makes it super simple to find someone and get in there.
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun.
Go to ZocDoc.com/fool and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/fool. ZocDoc.com/fool.
Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, the iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there to verify every detail of your purchase. Yep, we're talking every inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their crafts, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your item always arrives as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get your piece you've always wanted and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of the eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, the glimmer is real gold, and the rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather. And never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. Wait, what was your peak, Erin?
My peak is that I started a new job this summer and I have made a little friend and we plan on hanging out in a couple days and I'm so excited for that because
friend.
Yes, because
Boy or girl?
Girl. She's my little girly pop.
I love it.
And I'm just really excited because I'm kind of in this point of life right now, this point of time where it's not that like I've lost my friends, but we have just became very distant and I have lost a good amount. And I'm now just kind of friends with my roommates, my boyfriend, and the people that I meet through my roommates and boyfriend. It's like I don't meet anyone on my own and become friends with them. Yeah. So I just kind of feel stuck and I'm just like, where are my true friends? Like, what am I going to do when my roommates and my boyfriend is busy? Who do I have? I have no one. So I am trying my best to be more social and make more friends. And yeah,
that's a good goal.
So that is the peak of my week.
And you need to work on that when you go back to college.
Yes,
too.
and that's something like I'm gonna have to put a lot of effort in with like classes and just like the community around me, becoming friends, and like Eyrn, you're gonna have to step it up. Stop being lazy. Stop being scared.
Right.
Literally, just start a conversation. It never hurts to ask, like, "Hey, you want to hang out sometime?" And what are they gonna say? Like the worst thing is just like, "No, I'm busy."
No, they'll tell you yes and then blow you off, which is an easy letdown anyway.
That is an easy letdown because you're just like, "Oh well." And then you move on.
And then you get busy with your own life and you forget.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't even remember.
Life continues on and it never hurts to be embarrassed sometimes.
Absolutely.
I don't even think you would be embarrassed because I'm telling you, whenever you ask them, oh yeah, for sure, let's do it.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, that's...
No one's going to say like, absolutely not.
Imagine they're just like, no.
doesn't happen.
So
Like,
it's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
No harm, no foul. And I think it sucks because, you know, when you're in high school and like you have your high school friends, you think that those are gonna be your friends for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like they are like bonded for life. But sometimes when college hits and people go different places, things happen, like everyone's lives kind of change. It doesn't always stay like that.
Yeah.
And so you do have to be able to adjust and make new friends and be able to be putting yourself in situations where you're able to like thrive with new people. Like let's say join a club, or a lot of people like that join fraternities and sororities. Essentially, they're just paying for friendship.
Exactly.
It's true, but like that's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
And that's just something I feel like it's so much easier to make friends throughout like elementary, middle, and high school. College, it gets a little bit harder. I cannot imagine what it's like if you're not in the college scene and stuff, trying to make friends. Like, I'm supposed to make friends throughout work and stuff, which I guess it depends where you work, but like, it's not gonna be that easy. So, you know, I just can't imagine what that's going to be like. And that's why I'm just like, Erin, you just got to stop being like, I think I settle too quickly. I'm just like, I'm fine with this. And then I just stick. And that I'm like trying to, no, you should want more. You should do more. Point blank, period.
Well, luckily you have Laura to look at for that because she's not a settler and she always like wants more, right? Is always gonna get what she wants.
Exactly. I told her this like on the beach trip, actually, the Florida beach trip that we were just on, had a couple weeks ago. I was just like, you and Tyler are like constantly working. You guys are constantly working on new things, finding new ways to like get that money up, not that funny up, you know, like constantly working. And they are just beautiful people. Like, even if you aren't related to them, but like just beautiful people to look
at
you know.
No, literally to look at physically,
but look they're beautiful people to look up to.
It's good inspo.
They are good inspo. Get your butt up, get to work, and be happy, positive attitude, and just just keep on going.
Thank you.
100%.
So
I couldn't agree more.
I love it. Love to see it, love to have it.
You better work, bitch.
You better work.
You want a new car? You want a Maserati? You better work, bitch.
Okay, now we're going to pit. Oh, you did
I did my pit.
Okay, my pit is last week my assistant quit on me.
Oh, y'all, this killed me.
This killed me as well. I'm not gonna lie. I did a little TikTok on it. It was so funny. Like I did like a little get ready with me. Like my assistant quit on me, and somehow it like blew up. I don't know why. And I have gotten maybe 300 applicants to be my assistant.
What are you gonna do?
I don't feel like
a lot of pressure.
As like comfortable hiring someone who wants to be in my field or wants to do what I'm doing or knows what I do. Like the times I've hired my assistants have been through like, let's say Indeed or like these third party companies that doesn't necessarily know who I am, but we're just like working together rather than someone that like knows what I do. Cause you never know. Cause it's kind of scary. Like vetting, people can like fake what they do. They could fake so many different things. And like, let's say I hire someone and they are like horrible. They steal from me. They do all these crazy things. You just never know.
You never know.
So I would rather go through the vetting process. But regardless, so my assistant, she had a shift. It was like she starts at 11 o'clock. And so I text her at like 11:20. I'm like, where you at, girly? This is last Wednesday. I'm like, where you at? No response. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. Like, is she okay? So then like an hour passes and I'm like looking at my email, just kind of scrolling through. I have an email from her from like 10 o'clock or like 9 o'clock. And it was like, hey, loved working with you, but I just like found another job. And I was like, so I'm not, and it starts immediately, so I'm not coming in today. I literally was like,
how long had she been with you?
Like a month and a half? Not long. But long enough to be like, I like you. Because I really did. Like, I really liked her. I really enjoyed her vibes. Why do you think
she like quit like that? Because obviously that's not the way to do it.
I think that for real, like she did get like an opportunity that she truly wanted.
I just think it's weird that she didn't text you back and be like, oh, hey, I sent you an email, but.
I agree.
Like to me, that was unprofessional and weird.
Right.
I think maybe she just didn't want to deal with it. Like it was maybe like embarrassing, awkward. Yeah, she was just.
I think so too. I think that it could be like one of those things like where you send an email, it's more professional in a way where it's like, oh, we're just gonna get this across like really quickly, and then I'm gonna and not text.
Like clear my hands of it.
And texting's a little bit more like.
But
personal.
you texted her is what I'm saying, and she didn't respond.
And I texted her again. I was like, oh, I saw your email.
And no she response. Didn't even. See, that part to me was like,
which I did find fascinating. I did find very fascinating. So I'm like, girly
pop, where'd you go?
What's going on?
It's not good vibes.
It's not good. So I was honestly, and the thing is like, we had the photo shoot on Thursday. So I was literally like, so you just like left me today. We have a photo shoot tomorrow that you're coming to. Like, it just felt like so abrupt. And like, and I understand like that. I guess like the 2 weeks thing is not even a thing anymore, which like, I'm like, okay, I get it and I get it for big conglomerate companies. I do. But I feel like when it's like more of a small and pop thing or like a small mom and pop, like more personal connection, like I would give my 2 weeks if I worked for a smaller, more mom and pop company, because I'm like, I don't want to leave them feeling high and dry. I would just never do that. So when you don't see that, and then also like if I didn't work with someone,
silent.
I thought I had it on silent.
Do you now?
Yes.
Okay. So when you don't, so with like even for me, like if I had someone that, like an employee of mine that I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling it, I would give them time.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna fire on the spot. I'm not that kind of girl. I've never been. I would be more like, I'm like a warnings kind of person.
Totally.
Yeah.
Giving you some warnings to see it change behavior. The change behavior doesn't happen. And I'm like, hey, like it's not working out. I'm gonna give you a few weeks to get a new job.
Totally.
Sure. That's how I am. So when you don't get that, you're like, oh shit, this is like real life.
Yeah.
And
So
it
now
kind
I'm
of
looking for a new
hurts because
assistant.
you're just like, dang, I could have like spent this time like trying to get a new
It does suck 'cause,
assistant,
like,
you know?
It's not this like assistant work is not normal work.
Yeah.
It's like you're in my house. You are working directly with me. You like have access to my little dog. Like there's just like things to me that feel so personal. I'm like, you get my credit card to go like buy things. Like it's such a personal thing.
And you're not trying to fucking hire on half of LA to experience this and then dip out. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to funnel through a lot of people in your home with your animals in and out, and constantly having to train someone new. It's horrible.
It's horrible. It's like you want like, so when you find someone that you really like, you want to keep them. You know what I mean? Like you really want to keep them and you want to make sure it's like a good thing. But the thing is like, I can't right now offer like a full-time position because I don't have enough work for like 40 plus hours a week.
Yeah.
I have like 25 hours a week that I'm like, I need you. I don't have 40. So I'm like, I'm trying to find someone that's like cool with part-time, with getting paid well. And I'm like, I'm a chill ass boss. Like maybe there's days where I'm like, can you just clean my brushes and sponges?
Yeah. Like, can you just do these little things for
like,
me?
It's literally like so chill. Then there's days where I'm like, balls to the wall. Can you go pick up my PR? Open my PR. Go drop off say at the groomer. Go grab this. Go grab this. Like there's days like that, but it's still chill.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the process of trying to find an assistant.
Dadgum.
I know. It sucks.
I'm going to give my assistant a hug whenever
You
I see
need a
her.
hugger. You need a hugger.
Just like, I love you so much.
You're gonna hug her and then you're gonna give her a little kiss on the forehead like this.
That's right.
Just that idea. Imagine
There. She'd be like, you good, girl?
Baby, what's going on? You're scaring me.
No, that'd be so funny.
You're scaring me.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's
So it
a lot,
spooked me.
though. That's a lot.
Spooked me down.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope you're able to find a new assistant.
Me too.
I think you'll be able to
I do too.
Yeah.
send out the good vibes
Thank
into
you.
the universe.
Thank you.
And they
Thank
will
you.
Thank
give it
you.
back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your pit?
My pet is something that's been going on for a while.
Oh, God.
I know what it is.
You do know what it is. I've literally had you help me send some of the text messages to both you and Laura.
Yeah, we've literally the way me and Laura were literally like, this is what we're this is what needs to
we're
be
gonna
said.
do. This is what we're gonna say, babe. So as you guys might know, I have a man.
Period.
He has an ex.
He is a lingering ex.
A lingering ex.
She's a lingerer.
And
Loves to linger.
you know, they both like to say there's nothing going on, and I believe that, but at the same time, it's just a little bit too fishy. It just makes me
It's
uncomfortable.
unsettling.
Intuition never lies.
The gut.
It's just
Intuition, you might want to ignore it, but that bitch don't ever lie
she
to you.
never lies. It's like you're helping yourself without even realizing it. And the thing is it's just very off-putting. We are a little bit away from each other this summer because I'm back here in LA. He's in Santa Barbara, and it's just like, and she lives there too. She lives in Santa Barbara, so I'm just like,
What's going on?
what's going on when
lingers.
I'm not there? You know,
Right.
it's just something. I've had this conversation with him like maybe 2 times now. 2 times too many.
Yeah.
So that is just like one of my little problems. That's just the little pit that's been happening for a while now.
A little pin in your side.
Yes, it's just like, oh, it just stays
A
there.
thorn.
Just like she lingers, that feeling is just lingering with me.
It's annoying as fuck to
It's
me.
so
dude.
annoying.
Because I don't really know what to do. And
I know what to do.
yes, but I'm
No
not
one
going to
knows.
do what you want me to do. I'm not gonna do
Me and
it.
Laura know what you have to do.
I know what to do.
You guys-
this
Me
is
and Laura both know what
This is
you have to
Aaron's
do.
relationship.
Yes.
It's
I'm
her
gonna handle
time
it
to
how I
handle
want
it.
to.
That's right.
I'm genuinely
That's
happy
right.
though. So
Yes.
I'm not putting this out in the world for everyone to be like, oh my God, I hate him, break up with him.
No, totally.
I love this man and
Yes.
I do trust him. It's just this is a little bit
It's a
annoying.
annoyance,
It's
yeah.
a little package deal I didn't know I was gonna have.
There's a red flag.
It's literally
it's a
baggage,
little-
if you will.
It's a baggage
He's got baggage.
baggage.
that
He's
I
got
wish I
baggage.
could just.
Toss overboard into
But
the sea.
She's there and she's always there and she's never not there and she's gonna be there.
I honestly wish I could just say so
But they
much as
dated a
not
long
to
time
like
ago.
let it out. They dated a long time ago, but the
Did
thing,
they?
and I want to go into it, but I just can't.
Don't do
No,
it. Don't do
don't.
I
it.
It's
just
like,
can't
it's
because
your
out of
life.
respect for
Yes.
our relationship,
Yes.
him
Don't do
and
it.
his ex, because I still like to have respect for her.
Exactly.
Very nice of you.
That's maturity right there.
that is.
You see
I'm
that?
not-
Our baby's growing up.
There is no.
I wouldn't have it.
There's
I
just
know.
no spilling tea. It's just if you guys could hear everything, it's just so crazy,
It's just a
so
lot.
insane. She is an ex from a long time ago, but you know some things have happened,
Lingering
and
has happened.
she's just now
Linger.
someone I can't get rid of.
Turn the lock.
But,
Lock her out.
Yep,
Actually, let's do that. Let's
gotta
just lock her
go.
out
She's gotta go.
I'm
the
trying.
house.
I'm
She's-
trying.
Switch-
Switch the
gotta
locks
go.
out.
I'm really trying. I'm trying. I know.
But this is your relationship.
This is my relationship. I am so
Yes.
happy.
I tell you the advice, but I understand when you do what you do because I also had relationships before Tyler where I did what I needed to do until I was ready to,
yeah.
do my thing.
Do I think it's
So-
funny? Actually, you even saying that, like, let's preface the fact that like Laura and Tyler dated at the end of their high school career, like in their time. So like Laura dated people before that too, because like people were like, well, weren't they? I've seen comments that were like, they were high school sweethearts though, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, at the end of high school, like
Yeah.
Laura still dated
I was
before
a
that.
whore.
Laura was
I was a scarlet.
Laura was a
Say
whore
that.
beforehand.
She
Okay.
had dated, so she had other experiences.
Did Tyler have other
Love-
girlfriends?
He did have other girlfriends.
Whores.
I'm looking at you
Horse.
from the camera.
Horse.
You had other girlfriends? Oh my
Yes.
God. He is such a whore.
I
You need to leave
love
him.
keeping a boyfriend around. That was one thing about me. I love having a boyfriend around.
Before my man's, I was constantly talking to someone. It was
Which we're-
always
Okay,
something.
this episode, Erin's got some crazy
Oh,
shit she's been
I
telling us.
have
That's what we're
two
talking
stories about these guys, and I gotta tell the first one from
spooky.
college just because it's so funny. And like I said, I have just never been humbled like this before. I never in my life have I been humbled like this before.
Wait, tell it because we're done with Pigs and Pits.
Yeah, we're done with
Yeah,
Pigs.
you tell it.
Yeah, tell,
Let's-
please,
let's
fucking
do
go
it.
in, dude.
Okay, so
Preference that the whole story though. Give us context.
We need
as
context
to
clues.
before.
So I go to a party with my roommate, and it's actually through her boyfriend's friend. And I meet this guy. We all come back to our house and we're all hanging out. It's getting late. I'm just hanging out and talking to this guy. All right, pretty cool, pretty chill. He's acting interested. I'm acting really interested. I thought he was so cute.
Did you? I
I
saw a picture of him. I can't imagine him, but his personality must have been good, huh?
no, he was actually really boring.
No. So you thought he was
Wait,
fine?
you thought he was fine?
But now looking back on it, I
Diva.
don't. There were some things.
He's
just-
cute. He just like doesn't seem like your type.
He's
That's the
not.
only
He's
thing.
not. That's why when this happened, I wasn't too upset. I was really upset about his response. I was so upset and I was so embarrassed.
She's gonna read it.
I'm gonna read
Read it
it.
and read him to Phil, too.
First, tell the context as to
How it's- why you're reading
you
it.
texted him.
Mhm.
Okay, so that happens. Next morning, we get each other's numbers and stuff, and then he leaves. And it's a couple days later. That happened maybe on like Saturday. That was maybe like Sunday morning, and then the following Thursday, I text him because Thursday is when all my roommates and older friends they go out. I'm not 21, so I can't go out at the bars with them and the clubs. But Thursdays, that's their day when they go out to the clubs and stuff. And usually there's like a huge pregame at like someone's house, and during that time there were a lot of pregames at our house and stuff. And I was just gonna like ask him. I texted him if he like wanted to come over and hang out because because I've been thinking about him. I thought he was so cute, and I was like,
so
oh my.
you texted him first, like, you want to come hang out?
Yes, I texted him first.
In pregame.
Yeah.
Come to the
pregame.
pregame.
To come to the
Okay, because
pregame.
that could be like a suggest. Like, you want to come hang out? It
No,
could be suggestive.
she asked, do you want to come pregame? Because it was a bunch of the friends over with everybody.
Well,
different.
no,
Yep.
I'm gonna read the text and you're gonna see.
Okay.
So yes, the day I got his number was January 22nd. The day I texted him was January 26th. I'm about to read the message. This should be a trigger warning because it is so embarrassing. Mind you, I'm going to tell you the timestamps.
Embarrassing moment.
Yes, it's so embarrassing. Truly humbled by this. I'm going to tell you the timestamps just so you guys understand. So Thursday, January 26th at 5:51 p.m. I texted him, hey, was wondering what you were doing tonight, ? With the little smiley face with the semicolon and just.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then he doesn't text me for like 30 minutes. I'm freaking out and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. I should have never texted him. He was never actually interested. All right, 30 minutes, like, go by. 6:31. He says, hey, I'm not really feeling it tonight. I'm going to work until 9 and I just want to head home and chill when I'm done. Most weekends are like that. Am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, just want to make sure. I'm definitely down to fuck on the weekends, though. So don't let this discourage you from sending me more booty calls. Not this weekend, though. I'm going to San Diego.
Put this man in prison.
I'm jumping off this window.
I'm jumping out.
Mind you, all I texted him was, hey, was wondering what you were up to tonight. That is all I texted this man at 5:51 p.m. It was not
5
even late.
p.m.
It wasn't even demon time.
Look,
He called this a booty call, and in my book, a booty call is like when you text someone after like 9 p.m.
And you're like,
what are you doing
up?
tonight?
What's
What's up?
Chill.
That's what I'm sending him. I'm not gonna lie.
It was 5:51, 6 p.m. and I'm texting you this.
Girl.
And that was so embarrassing. I said I was too nice to him, and this is something I regret. I hate myself. No, I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself, but I am upset with how I responded back. I said, hey, for sure, ! Didn't mean to come off as a booty call. Just wanted to know if you wanted to come since blank and blank were coming. His friends, but I'm now dating this person and I'm friends with the other guy. But he said, oh, got it, LOL. I appreciate the invite, but I'm going to pass tonight.
My favorite part, though, after this happened, Erin shook. And so she goes out in front of all of his friends and reads the text out loud.
To Filth. Reads him to Filth, too.
Reads it out loud to all the guys, what he sent to her.
His two friends that is now my boyfriend, and I'm friends with this friend. I told them, and my boyfriend now just like questions him. He's like, that's so gross. Why would he ever respond like that? And I remember that very night, this was before I got with my boyfriend, I showed his other friend, which is actually my roommate's boyfriend. It's so confusing me telling the story without names, but I showed him. He looked at me and he gave me a hug.
He was like, I'm so sorry.
He was like, I'm corny. I apologize for the corn.
He felt bad for me. That's how it was.
The guy. It's
I thought
confusing.
It was the guy.
It's confusing.
It's so confusing without names, but I just don't want to give names for privacy reasons.
So her and her roommate date two roommates.
Yes.
So it's a foursome. Like two roommate guys, two roommate girls, and they're dating each other.
Yes.
They all have a friend who's on the out. That's this guy. So Erin went around to each guy.
She explains it perfectly.
And just read the text to each of them, outing his ass and how he acts.
And they
that was
her.
a text. Yes, and they were like, "Dear God,
Jesus Christ."
Which they also gave him a hard time.
I don't know if they gave him.
They probably gave him a high five, to be honest with you, because that's how toxic guys are.
Yeah, you're so fucking cool.
That was so dope.
You almost had her, bro.
When I read that, because mind you, this was in the middle of like everything. Everyone's getting ready to go out. Everyone's like starting to take shots and having a good time. Music is blasting. We're all having fun. And then I finally look down at my phone. I see that and I'm like,
gagged.
And I get my roommate and I'm like, please read this. And I'm like, please make sure like I read this right. And she started screaming. She was like, she couldn't believe it herself. She was like, because if you met this guy, you would never in your life think he would send something like that.
Seems like the
and
biggest
that is the
douchebag
reasoning
ever.
why you should never
down.
trust men, because I would never think. I thought he would be like a little sweetheart. Be like, and if he wasn't like down or if he was busy that night, he'd say something sweet like, oh, sorry, I'm busy tonight, but maybe another time.
100%.
And that's what I got back. And that's why I'm now just like, wow, you really cannot trust men.
Men are dogs.
College
are
men?
dogs.
Especially college men.
High school vibes. That is spooky.
Throw them all away.
Throw them away.
Throw them all away.
If someone said, Manny, walk through hot fire and coal, or walk through a group of like high school, college boys, I'm going through the fire.
They're monsters. They're literally monsters.
They scare me.
They should scare you.
I should scare them. I would literally drive to his house with a baseball bat and beat his car up
the shit out
and
of
then
him.
leave.
Girl, I'm gonna get a case.
Do you know what I'm
Don't listen to her. She's gonna get you a case.
Do you know what I'm upset about? Is the fact that you said I didn't mean to come across like a booty call. I'm like, you didn't. That's why I was like, I wish.
I know
I'm like, oh.
that I really.
But now you know for the future.
Honestly,
good
just don't
learning
text a
learning
man.
lesson.
It's good
You don't
learning
need
lesson.
a man, babe. Just don't text them. You don't need them. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. They just drain you to death.
As you're like in love.
As I'm in love. As I'm in love.
And you have a boyfriend.
Okay, but I'm just talking about like if you are single and you're like a part of hookup culture or you're trying to get somewhere, honestly, just wait. Something good will come along. Don't put too much effort into something that isn't working.
Agreed.
Love that.
Agreed. Because I didn't have to do that with my mans.
Full coverage with Manny Hemingway and Laura Lee is sponsored by BetterHelp. You guys, have you ever thought about the amount of time that you give yourself versus the amount of time you give to other people during the week? Maybe that balance is tough, but it's real. So basically, how do you balance the two? It's really, really important that you kind of feed into yourself to make sure you can handle everyone else's things going on. And that's where BetterHelp comes into play.
If you guys are thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist or switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
You know, you guys, the thing is with therapy, I'm a big advocate in therapy. I've been to therapy multiple times in my life, and I feel like therapy can really give you the tools to find balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. And that's super, super important. It's like the whole saying of like, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/full coverage today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/full coverage.
Thank you so much to Caraway for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage, you guys. We are so excited to be partnering with Caraway. You guys, basically Caraway is high quality ceramic coated kitchenware that is free of PTFE, such as Teflon, lead, cadmium, and other toxic materials.
You know what's so crazy about Caraway is I fell in love with their cookware and I ordered a whole entire set for myself. And that is all I cook with. It's aesthetically pleasing, but it's also safe to use of chemicals. So I love using it. And then they recently sent me some and now I have double and I'm in heaven. And now that's all my cookware is Caraway.
I love it. Like, I honestly was so good. When I opened that box at the house, I said, I'm gonna have to learn how to cook. That my first thought was, they're so beautiful. Like, I have to cook in them. And they're so like well made. I was actually shocked. Over
40,000 people have raved about the Caraway kitchen, and it's time to try it for yourself. You guys can visit carawayhome.com/full to take advantage of the limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/full or use code FULL at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. I feel like now would be a good time. Tell about how like y'all came to be.
It was actually really sweet. So
It's a better story.
yes, my roommate and her boyfriend, which is my boyfriend's roommate. All right.
The foursome.
The foursome. we were just like talking about getting Chili's one night, and originally it was supposed, it was just like gonna be like a cute little Chili's night. I got off of work and I came home and I was like, oh my god, let's go. And originally it was supposed to be me, my roommate, her boyfriend, and one of our neighbors that we're really good friends with. But our neighbor got busy, so my roommate's boyfriend brought his roommate, and I was just like, okay, cool.
A quad.
Yes.
A double date. Essentially.
Yes. And it wasn't even mentioned like that. We were all just gonna go hang out, have a good time. Kira and her man, of course, sit in the same booth. I'm with him. I remember literally, being like squished up to the side because I was like kind of nervous. Not like because I thought of him of any way, but just because like, I don't know this guy. What if he's not comfortable with me being all up on him and like reaching for stuff? So yeah. And so that happens. I'm like telling my little jokes and just like trying to set a good atmosphere.
She's funny.
She's a funny girl.
Stop.
Erynn's not that.
Your whole family's funny.
I would like to believe
You have
that
a
we
funny
are.
family.
No,
Truly.
you should see my sister and my mom was. I'm not even anything. Am I not? Like they carried, and like I am just the lower one in the family.
And Laura's, as you can see, Laura's funny.
I can't believe it because
but I'm like the calm one.
Right.
Compared to the girls in my family, I'm the calmest.
I feel like I'm calm.
You are calm, but when you take us outside, they think we're crazy. But I'm like, you guys haven't even seen half the story.
Yeah, exactly. But
you're only getting half the story.
I know.
It's true.
But yeah, so that happens, and then maybe a couple days or a week goes by. It's actually the night that I texted that guy that message. This is the night that me and my mans got together.
Well, look,
something bad happens and then something good came in.
A door opens when one closes.
Exactly. And so everyone's going downtown. He just came to like pregame and drink.
Wait, you guys went to Chili's?
Yes, we went to Chili's. I told him that.
Anything happen after that?
No, nothing. We didn't really talk and stuff. But that's when we first met. And then that comes around. He doesn't go downtown. He's just been there plenty enough. He doesn't like staying up that late. And then anyone that goes there, they don't come back until like 2 or 3 a.m. It just wasn't the mood. So it was just me and him at my house talking for a while. Like we were just like talking for a couple hours. And then eventually...
Could you tell he was into you for sure?
Or were you just getting good vibes? Like,
I was just kind of getting good vibes. I thought it was just like kind of chill because at first we were just like in the bedroom. I was sitting on the floor over here. He was sitting there. We're just talking. Then eventually we go out in the living room. We're hanging out with my other housemate and her boyfriend. We're just eating and then talking, hanging out. And then I see him like getting his stuff together and I'm about to tell him bye. And then that's when he's like, do you want to come meet our cat? Because while we were talking, he brought up how one of his housemates.
That's what they call it nowadays.
Yeah, one of his housemates has a cat, and I was like, I sat there. It felt like a minute but probably for a split second, I was just thinking about it. Like, what do I say? But I was just like. Yeah.
Your inner Lizzie McGuire was like,
yeah.
What do I say? What do I do?
What do I do?
I'm scared.
Eryn, you should have been like, no.
I want to see her.
No. Thank
Nanny.
you. Thank you.
Nanny.
That's what cats are called, Eryn.
That is not what they're called. Anyways, but we go over there. We continue talking for a couple hours, maybe like an hour and a half, and then we're like literally sitting like right in front of each other, and I'm like playing with the cat, and then that's when he was like, "Can I kiss you? You're so pretty." And I could just feel my face heat up.
Flushed.
And I just like look away.
Girl, I know you were red.
You were being a strawberry.
I was a strawberry and I was like, shut up. And then he was like, yes or no. And then we kissed. And then I ended up spending the night. Nothing happened. We just spent the night. We cuddled. And then I left that morning. And then eventually things just keep happening.
Progression.
We get each other's number. We start talking. And then boom. So now we have officially been dating for 3 months.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. God damn.
He is what I would consider my first relationship.
You've had boyfriends, but like
not anything
flingy.
Like more datey.
Yeah, more. Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily like
more
tied
like
down
flings.
vibes.
And so I'm just so happy. And yeah, that's just
very
how our love
cute.
story
I love
started.
that.
Shout out
love
to Chili's.
that.
He said he liked me immediately at Chili's because he thought I was so funny and pretty. And I was like,
Well, you are.
And to both, you are to both.
You are to both. So he also,
He's not
I remember
blind.
Erin told me that his roommate was like, I think you'll like this girl. And he was talking about Erin. Like his
Oh,
roommate
okay.
was like, come to
Vouching.
Chili's with us.
yes.
He was like, I think you're going to like
His
this girl.
his roommate was like, you're gonna love her. She's so funny. But he never mentioned anything about looks wise. So my man's was not going into this like, oh, pretty girl that I might get a chance with. He thought he was more like coming
oh, so
into
I'm
it
gonna
like
have fun.
cool girl to have fun
Yeah.
with, like friend, like a friend.
Friend vibes.
But then he eventually he liked.
But then
me.
when you got it all, you know, things start to happen.
things start to happen.
When you got it all, like Erin, when you got it all,
Full
things start to happen.
package.
When you're the full package.
I also just
FOOL package.
I love it because he also has curly hair.
They
So
kind of like brother and
No,
sister.
when you showed me the photo of them,
It's-
I gagged.
it's I'm sorry guys.
It's giving.
I know the
Dirty.
internet. The
it's
internet.
gaggy.
There's literally an entire like TikTok page and Instagram page. Like, are they siblings or dating?
Yes.
That's them.
I'm not gonna lie. We would be on that page.
They
I'm
both
sorry.
have curly light hair, green eyes.
Green eyes, white.
Fair complexion. Like same. Like the vibes are
Yeah,
similar.
it's I'm sorry. But if you look at our facial features, it's like
If you
No,
really
you guys
if
really
you
look alike.
no. He has these beautiful, luscious lips. I love his lips.
You have great lips.
She's like.
Erin said,
Wait. She's like. What? What'd you say?
Erin said,
No, I for the longest time. Also, another thing. For the longest time, I wanted lip filler. I think I'm finally over that.
well, praise
I'm so
be.
I don't really like. I'm
That's
just like
on
I
not-
don't have the big, juicy, luscious lips, but I'm happy with my lips,
And
I love
that's
them.
on me not signing consent forms. I
know.
said you're
Like,
gonna.
thank God I
Literally,
didn't
Laura
sign his
would
consent forms.
Laura would constantly ask me, and her reaction would always make me upset. I'm like, oh my god! Like I've told you, I've wanted like lip injections since I was like 13.
She has like literally
but
since I got her.
would constantly just like ask, like, do you still want them? And I'd be like, yeah. And she'd be like, Erin. I'd be like,
How dare you? you knowing what the
Shocked.
answer that you knowing the
And every
answer. You're
time
like,
I was shocked,
Like,
Erin, no,
baby,
Erin with a tree.
baby, come on now. I know when you did that, and I was
Erin,
like nowhere near there.
Erin was in the other room.
I was
That's my
literally
favorite
like
video
in the
ever.
other room. If you guys know the video, it's her like putting the Christmas tree up, and because of something she did, she's screaming my name, even though I'm nowhere near the tree.
I still do that while you're at school. I drop something, Erin.
Do you really? I bet you do.
I'm like old though. Like I'm one of those people who are like, Erin, tell her Yoshi.
Oh yes, all the
I
names.
can't get a name. I'm sure your mom does that.
Oh,
You can't.
both my parents do.
Erin, Nick,
They go through all. I'm like, God damn, I'm the last child.
Yeah.
my grandma, your mom,
that
she used to
honey,
do the exact
happens.
same
It just
thing.
happens.
full-time
My
job.
mom is now starting to do the same thing as well. When is this gonna hit me? When am I gonna start? Like,
You got some years on you. I think you're
I did it
okay.
at the beach house. I was like, Ashley, Erin, God, tell her. Like I'm so old and withered now.
girl,
I do it too.
get it together.
Okay,
I do the
Erin
same goddamn
has
thing.
one more story, and for me, this story took
No.
me out. Like I ain't never heard of a psychopath like this before.
Well,
Look,
no.
I don't have the messages, sadly, because once I stopped talking to this guy, I was like, done.
Y'all.
Cut the cord.
This was a COVID boyfriend, or she never dated him, but
I'm
they
never
talked.
we talked. Okay, first
Text.
of all, I'm gonna say this. We texted and talked over the phone for like 6 months. I never, which by the way, I did actually hang out with this
good.
guy afterwards.
Erin.
Anyways, we're not
Laura's
gonna get
like,
into
"Wait,
this,
what?"
but anyways,
Let me tell you her middle name. Her name is Erin Lead On a Mother Effer Weaver, because that is what this girl does. She will
Erin, you
lead
want- you
a
like the
man
attention.
on. She loves the attention.
That's very Sagittarius.
And
you know
of
what?
That's
You know
very
what?
Sagittarius of you.
You know what? The women should love me for this. I'm getting payback for all these evil men.
Good
Yes.
for you.
So-
But I'm just saying you have
We
some,
as a community should love me.
Erin loves to
And now
lead
you're
a guy
gaslighting.
on.
Okay, well, people need to be gaslit
No,
a
it's
little
true,
bit.
but I get it because I sometimes do that too.
Well, I have to get on to her because I'm
Yeah,
like,
do.
you cannot lead on every
Okay, well,
guy.
I'm
You're
bored
gonna
and
get-
you're feeling my boredom, so that's your fault.
Erin.
Yes.
Because
See, but
She-
see, you
that
know what
wasn't
that?
a joke.
You know what that is though?
wasn't a
You know
joke.
what that is though? It's like that's like you being young right now.
Yes.
It'll change as you get
It
older.
will. You're
'Cause it's just kind of
slowly.
like,
You're literally 19 years old.
Exactly. I'm like,
I'm trying to have fun.
yes, exactly. It's very because guys like boys that age,
guess
do
what?
it
They're
times
just trying to
10.
have fun
Yes,
too. So I really don't feel bad for any
Exactly.
guy I do dirty unless they're genuinely sweet. But I guess what? I don't because
Period.
they do 10 times worse than
They're
what I
all
do.
crazy. They're
So
all crazy.
They're crazy.
you think I care?
This one right here, she got the wrong one because this
You
guy
got
right
the wrong
here,
crazy. Tell us the
All
story.
right.
Give us the tea. Write it in the book.
It gets really dark.
I'm talking to this guy for 6 months, texting and talking to him. I met him through a mutual friend.
COVID.
I met him during
So this is years
COVID
ago.
through a mutual friend. She DM'd me on Instagram and she was like, hey, one of my friends like really likes you. This was maybe like a couple weeks into COVID. So I haven't been back to school in a couple weeks. But she was like, my friend like really likes you. He thinks you're cute. You've never like talked to him before. But yeah, I think you should just like try it out and stuff. So I'm just like, during that time, I'm bored.
Setup. Okay.
I'm bored. I'm just like, yeah, why not? So I end up texting him. Again, we're texting, talk over the phone for like 6 months. I have never hung out with this man.
But I
once.
do feel like you tried to end it lightly a few times and he didn't take it well.
I think before this last situation that I'm about to bring up, I think I tried to end things maybe once or twice before that. So
and he
yes.
took it very badly.
And he took it very badly. He would not let me leave him. Like it's impossible. He made it impossible to leave
scared.
him. So this last time,
I'm scared.
I eventually I
so
tried
you
it.
finally are like,
I'm over
And
it.
this is still during COVID. Like you ended during COVID too.
Yes,
So
during
this has
COVID.
been, it's been like a few years.
During COVID.
2
Yes,
years
this
ago,
was
let's say?
this was
2 years ago?
yeah,
2020?
Yeah, 2020.
Maybe almost 3 years ago? then?
Yeah, I think I stopped talking to him either. Oh, no. I stopped talking to him at the end of 2020 because I remember
3 years
my
ago.
birthday that year. He dropped off a present for my
Yeah, and
17th birthday. And I remember.
And they hadn't been talking for what, 6 months?
No. We weren't talking for like maybe 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah. So the fact that I just completely ghosted this guy for 2 months and he just pops out of blue, he texts me, he's like, there's something outside waiting for you, like happy birthday. And
After not having talked for 2 months.
yes,
He does that.
and I made Tyler go outside and get it because I was so scared he was going to be out there
Absolutely.
somewhere. But anyways,
Do you want to know how sick your uncle is? He gave Erin a cute plaid like jacket
Flannel?
shirt. And Tyler takes the shirt and wears it for an entire year. Every time we go anywhere, he's wearing the shirt.
Tyler's literally laughing right now. He is sick. I was like begging him to like
The
get
gift
rid
that
of
keeps
it.
on giving.
like he probably put some poison in there or something, like trying to
a
kill
love
me.
potion.
And Tyler wears the shirt, and for no reason, because Tyler has 9,000 plaid shirts.
Yes.
But Tyler just falls in love with the shirt and can't quit wearing
is the
it.
best one.
shirt ever.
I've ever used.
And I'm like, Tyler,
Toss it.
get rid of the shirt.
Like Tyler's insane. Okay, but this guy is even worse. This guy is worse. So I try to stop talking to him.
For
And
good.
I send
The for real time.
like a really big message and stuff, and he doesn't reply back to my message for like a couple hours. Where
What
I'm
did the
basically
message
trying to
say?
end things. I can't remember.
It was stewing.
I can't remember what
He
I
was
was saying,
stewing.
but basically, and I wish I could go back and read the messages for you guys, but basically it was just me trying to end things. But
Okay.
I just remember this specifically.
And I'm sure you're very sweet about it because you're just very sweet in general.
You're gonna see what happens.
But you were sweet. Like you were like, you're
Yeah,
probably like,
I
hey,
was,
like
especially
not
during that
feeling the
time.
vibes.
And this still like not right now, but it's still now. If I ever end things with a guy, I sadly do the thing like it's me, not you.
Totally.
But I always do that, and I just try to keep it light. Try to keep it like no hard feelings. I'm sorry, I'm just like not in the right mindset. I'm not really feeling it.
I did the exact same thing.
Exactly. So I try to do that with him. He doesn't respond to me for a couple hours, and then I get a text message,
It takes a turn.
and it's his mom.
Coming from his phone, though.
Okay.
Coming from his
Quote
phone.
unquote, it's his mother.
It's his mother telling me that he is in the hospital because he has overdosed and asking me if I know anything that he could have possibly taken. So immediately I called BS. I called BS because
BS.
I know him, and beforehand I have tried to end things, and I saw how crazy he was and how he wouldn't let me go. So I called BS, but I still responded back as if this was his mother, just in case this was actually real. And I was
Right.
just like, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was just like, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything he could have possibly taken. And then he responds back or his mom responds back and was like, what did you do to him? I don't.
His mom.
His mom says, "What
and
did
that's
you do
immediately
to him?
when I was like, "Are you joking?" I knew it was him. I don't respond for like 2 hours, and he eventually responds back. It was like, "Reply back, bitch."
He literally says, "Reply back, bitch."
As the mom.
Yeah.
Bitch.
No. He was just being himself then. And from then on, we talk it out. And guess what? I did. I still talked to this guy a couple months afterwards. And then I remember coming to Laura, and this is when I told her, I was like, I think I'm really done talking to this guy. And I told Laura about the situation about him pretending to be his mom, and Laura literally looked at me like I was crazy. Was like, "No, you're ending things."
I had to get in there.
You gotta get involved.
I'm so happy she did stepped in
because that was a big one.
Yep, and
the guy is acting, pretending he overdosed, and then texting as his mother, blaming her for it. Crazy, baby.
We're into sociopathic
I said we're done.
territory.
I said get in the car. Wrap it up.
So I send that message. I don't talk to him, and I ghosted him. And then
he left her the gift 2 months later.
2 months later, left me with that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. It's so funny.
I'm sure I'll laugh.
I'm so scared. I don't think we're gonna giggle.
Mind you, this happened at the very end of 2020. When did I get my tattoo? 2000. Oh,
I don't know. Actually, it was the senior year of high school. I
21.
Because you were with Amaya.
So that was the beginning of 2022. I got. By the way, you guys might not know this. I have a tattoo on my hip. I got it in a place that could be hidden. I'm not gonna say what it is because
I also asked you not to get a tattoo until you were 18.
After I would like to know what it
baby?
is.
I was 18.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, could you please be 20?
Yeah. Change it to 21.
I got a bad tattoo when I was 18, so I asked for you not to do that.
Yeah, but anyway, so the same guy, he hits me up. It's been
a year.
It's been over a year, and I respond back. Finally, hang out with him for the first time. I think.
She's crazy.
I'm insane.
She's crazy. She went and hung out with him.
I think I hung out with this guy with a total 3 times. I went
How bored were you?
I was so bored. I was so bored. I had no one in my life.
You did.
No, not anyone romantically.
Oh,
okay.
The guy, I really liked this one guy at a certain point. He was talking to another girl. I liked someone else talking to someone.
You wanted to feel wanted.
I wanted to feel wanted, and so I caved in, and I hung out with this guy maybe a total of 3 or 4 times.
And?
Yeah, and I actually got my tattoo with him, and he paid for it.
You're sick.
And you want to know something? They're matching tattoos. Yep.
So you went and got matching tattoos.
But the thing is,
Lord, did you know that?
Psychopath.
Lord, did you know that?
But the thing is,
Am I shocked?
the thing is,
No.
I came up with this tattau idea first, and he just copied it. So it wasn't
on purpose matching.
It wasn't on
was
purpose.
Like you were getting it, he wanted
got it,
too.
and I was like, he got it, and I was
That
like,
does change things, I will say.
That does make it.
That makes it so he's crazy.
So
Yeah.
anyone could copy my tattoo,
Exactly.
and we would have matching tattoos. That makes them crazy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so yeah, I maybe hang out with them 2 times after that, and then I eventually realized this is not what I want. Ghosted him again. So, yep. I'm a mess. That was a mess. That was
I
a
don't even
mistake.
really have words after that one.
Yeah, I thought I should just tell the world that because, hey, it's entertaining, isn't it?
You know, and it's accountability too in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like whenever I feel like I talk about something, I'm like, y'all better keep me accountable now.
You guys gotta
Y'all better keep me accountable.
You guys gotta keep me in
I
check.
think you guys should pray for her aunt.
I think I'm gonna pray for Laura specifically.
I think a little
I thought
prayer
when you
does
said you were
maybe some-
getting. When you said matching tattoos, I thought you literally were like,
I thought y'all
this
were
is
going
our
to pick it
idea
out
together. I was like, oh,
No.
like a
God.
love tattoo.
Me too.
Oh no,
That's what I thought.
Me too. I was
I-
like, I'm so scared.
I got this tattoo,
Okay.
and he just copied
He's
the
like,
idea.
that's a great idea.
That's
and
so
he
weird.
Did it, and he got
Imagine
on
it
his
was like
ankle.
a family tattoo or something, and he was
my
like,
God.
I love this tattoo. Imagine.
Yeah, no. This is.
I don't know what you be saying to these men, Erin, but you need to stop. I also had to beat up a guy at your job that you let on too.
Yeah, he was really creepy. I like can't.
You let him on?
He, Okay, mind you, I was 18. He was 24.
Ooh.
Yeah, working at this job. And
Ooh.
he knew I was still in high school. And he always wanted to hang out at nighttime. And in the beginning, I was really down because he was so so funny. I thought he was
Absolutely not.
so cute.
Absolutely not.
But I just knew it would never be allowed. And also he was always wanting to hang out late at night and like go downtown LA to like all these type of places. I'm like, I am 18. I am in high school. I have a curfew. I'm not going all the way downtown with you.
You can't even get into the 21 up places.
Yeah, exactly. So I just I always like hit him up with like, I'm sorry. This was my fault. I should have just been like straight up and just been like, I can't go here. I can't do this.
Right.
Like, girl, I have a curfew. But I think at that time I was embarrassed because I really wanted him to like me, but I was embarrassed because
perceived as older. And,
I didn't want him to see me as like a baby. But guess what? I was a baby. I still like, I'm not a baby, but like I'm still
not far from it.
And he like one last time I like cancel on him, he like goes off on me and he just became really creepy. Like he would like park behind my car
and like block her in at work.
Block me in, so I would have to go back inside, ask him to move his car.
Like, let me drive up there. Let me drive up there because he's not going to have a car anymore. The car will be gone.
It'll be gone.
It will be vanished, and he's going to be looking for a stolen car if he does this shit again.
Yeah.
Like I was.
So what happened? Did you go over? No.
She literally is like, okay, I'm scared to go to work because I led this guy on that's 24 and now he's blocking me in at work. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we have one day of peace?
Yeah, no. Don't lead guys on. Maybe that
the way from literally 30 minutes ago, I'm doing it for all the women out there.
Yeah,
and now it's
actually,
like,
now going back to this.
Full circle.
I really, because first of all, it's not nice to do. It doesn't feel good when it happens, and it's not nice to do. And also, people are crazy, and you never know how crazy someone is.
Exactly.
It's better to be safe. It's better to be honest, and it's just better to no feelings hurt. Yeah, because honestly, what if this guy was crazy? What if like he was crazy, but like what if he took it too far one time?
Exactly.
I never thought he would do anything too insane, but
girl, you never know.
You never know, especially not with these men. Not with these men.
Young men are scary.
They are.
I mean, men of all ages are scary, but like young men,
they're terrifying.
With their immaturity is unlike women mature faster than men, so like they could be literally 30 years old but acting like a 20-year-old.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Like they could be crazy. You just never know. You can't like put yourself in situations like that.
Well, Erin, that was quite the episode of Full Coverage.
Yeah, guys.
It really was.
This is
it was a journey we just went on.
I think you guys need to see the little crazy parts.
Laughing
and
crying.
See how often I am humbled.
Fake overdoses.
Oh, I thought you were saying with me. I was like, when have I ever overdosed?
Erin's like, I don't remember that part personally.
When did that happen?
You guys, don't have kids. I'm just kidding.
Me and Laura will be fighting after this episode.
Oh, great.
We will.
We have to film another episode, and you can't fight. We have to film another episode.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, she's gonna have a black eye.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, I'm joking.
How about the battle?
Laura deals with a lot from me, but I like to think of it as a funny little story for her.
It's part of the plot, like we were saying. It's part of the plot.
Come on, don't you just love me and my little
I do love you, but not the shenanigans because I get concerned for your well-being.
Yes, and your livelihood.
I mean, she is.
And your livelihood.
Something I didn't mention this episode.
No, I don't want to hear it.
I started therapy.
Oh, okay. There we go. We'll take that one.
That's a win.
So there is hope for me.
I'm proud of you.
I said, let's get that mental health going.
Let's get that mental health up.
Let's go, baby. I was like, Erin, have you signed up for a therapist? No.
Oh.
Go.
Let's go. Let's get it going.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it going. Let's get that cooked up.
Yeah. Let's get you.
Good old fashioned therapy.
I'm actually so excited, but yeah.
It'll be great.
Just thought
for you.
One last thing for you guys to hear from me. I really loved being on Full Coverage again. It's always an honor to be here.
We love you so much.
I love hanging out with you guys and talking, hearing all the tea, talking about the tea.
The kiki.
Kiki.
I love it.
Well, thank you for coming. We love you.
I love you both.
Mwah.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Full Coverage.
I love how Erin's doing our outro for us.
Yes.
You're like, thank you so much.
Make sure to like and subscribe. You guys will be seeing more from me. And the next time you guys see me, hopefully I will be doing better and there won't be any more crazy stories, but there most likely will be.
There will be.
Make sure to like and subscribe again. Thank you.
And
I
leave
love
a comment.
you. Happy Pride Month and
Bye, guys.
And thank you so much, you guys. We will see you later. Mwah. Bye.